Hey, good morning, children. So, today we are going to learn chapter 3, and the name of the chapter is Daddy Long Legs. So, children, when you hear this name, what do you imagine in your mind? That we are talking about someone's daddy whose legs are long. It obviously means that dad is tall. And, children, see here, you can see story is full of humor, means full of laughter. It's a very funny story. So, let's read it once. So, first we will do warm up. All of us like to spend time with people who can make us laugh. Yes, children, I also want to be with persons who can make me laugh. Children, no one wants to be with the person who always are sad, who always cry. But we want to be with persons who make us laugh. And what happens? Our mood get fresh, right? So, question is, who is the funniest person you know? So you have to describe the person and list a few qualities that make him or her funny. So funniest person can be anyone, your mother, father, brother, sister, uncle, aunt, grandfather, grandmother, your friend, or anyone, your maternal uncle, maternal aunt, anyone. So children, you have to discuss about this funniest person you know. To your parents you can discuss, because now we are not going to school, right? So you can discuss everything to your parents or siblings also. Children, do you know about Charlie Chaplin and Mr. Bean? They are so funny. And if you don't know, please check their videos. It is so funny, full of humor. You will love to watch their videos. So, now reading. Jerusha Abbott is raised at the John Grier Home, an orphanage for children. So children, here we are going to read about a girl whose name is Jerusha Abbott. Fine, she is an orphan. Orphan means whose parents are not alive and they are sent to the home, which is known as orphanage. Orphanage means a place where orphans live, whose parents are not alive and no relatives are there who can take care of them. So they live in orphanage. And the name of this orphanage is John Grier Home. See children, there are different kinds of orphanage. First is like you have read here, it is for children. And there are some other orphanages also, like for old persons, old people. That is old. It is known as old age homes like this, okay? So Jerusha Bott is the name of a girl and she lives in an orphanage. She is about to complete her high school education when she learns from Mrs. Leppett, the matron at the home, that a trustee is interested in sending her to college. Now, what is the meaning of matron? It means a woman who looks after children in an orphanage. See, children, matron can be there in the hostel also, where students live. Like they take care of the students of all the things. They have to maintain the rules and regulations and made students to follow the rules and regulations. Fine. And trustee means the member of a trust meant to look after the smooth running of a place. So trustees can be in schools, colleges, universities. Fine. Or like this orphanage. So what happened? First we have learned about a girl whose name is Jerusha Abbott, and second we have learned about Mrs. Lappet. She is the matron at this place. Which place? An orphanage. Its name is John Grier Home. So she tells Jerusha that there is one trustee. See children, there can be many trustees of one place. So we are talking about one trustee who is interested in sending her to college. Jerusha has completed, is about to complete, so she will complete in few days and then she will be sent to college. Children, in orphanage, what happens? The trustees, the people there, okay, they take care of all the things about the food, maintenance and the education of these children. Although the trustee wishes to remain unknown, Jerusha is required to write a letter to him every month in which she ought to share her progress in studies and the details of her daily life at college. See, this trustee, he doesn't want to reveal his name. He doesn't want to tell his name to Jerusha Bott. But why? Reason is not mentioned here, but he has one wish. He wants Jerusha to write a letter to him every month, and he also wants her to share her progress in studies, means whatever she is doing at a college, how is her studies going on, about her daily activities in the college, everything about her friends, about her professors, about her notes, everything he wants to know, and Jerusha has to write a letter to him. These letters are to be addressed to Mr. John Smith, although that is not the trustee's name. See children, if trustee will tell his original name, real name, okay, then obviously Jerusha will come to know about him. So she has to write letter to Mr. John Smith. Okay, it is not the real name of trustee, but this is just the name given to him so that she can address to him. Jerusha only knows that he is rich, tall, and had not really shown much interest in sending a girl to college till then. See children, she is the first girl to him trusted her, you can say, and sent her to college. So she is the first girl to go in college from her orphanage. So Jerusha knows three things about him, that he is rich, tall, and he is not interested in sending girls to college. Now, this is the first letter written by Jerusha Bott. Let's read what she writes to the trustee for the first time. So, children, first we write the address and then we write the date and all. And then we write salutation. We write dear mom, dear father, dear brother, sister, or friend's name. But what is she writing? She is writing, dear kind trustee who sends orphans to college. She is writing like this because children, she is so happy she got a chance to get admission in college. And so obviously the trustee is kind for her. So she is writing, here I am. I travelled yesterday for 4 hours in a train. I never rode in one before. Here rode is the past tense of ride children. Okay, like we ride a bicycle or bike. So she is saying that I have never travelled in train before and yesterday I travelled for 4 hours. Just imagine children the excitement of this girl. She has never seen train. She has never travelled in train and she got the chance. She is feeling so lucky, right? Now college is the biggest, most bewildering place. I get lost when I leave my room. So what is the meaning of bewildering children? Confusing. Children, what happened when we read in school or colleges? Some schools and colleges are really big. There are so many rooms. Okay. So she, and just imagine about this girl. She has gone for the first time outside. Okay, and by train. So it is, everything is very, what you can say, confusing for her because she has never seen all these things before. So when she comes out of her room and she is going to sometimes office or sometimes library, wherever, she gets confused and she gets lost how to come back. So that only she is saying that I get lost whenever I leave my room. So it is very confusing for her and it will take time for her to learn or to remember all the rooms, how to go, how to come, like this. I will write your description later when I am feeling less muddled. Less muddled means less confused. Okay. She is saying, yes, I will tell you everything about the college. I will give you a description about it. But when I will know everything about this place or each and every room, I will remember all the places then. Also, I will tell you about my lessons. The lessons which she will learn in the college. Classes don't begin until Monday morning and this is Saturday night. So children, it means she wrote that I travelled yesterday. It means yesterday means Friday. She travelled on Friday. Okay, and it is of only 4 hours, so she has reached on Friday only. But she is writing a letter to John Smith on Saturday night. And from Monday the classes will begin. So Sunday she can take rest and from Monday she will start some lessons. But I wanted to write a letter first just to get acquainted. To get acquainted means to get to know more about another person. To have knowledge about another person. So she won't, John Smith has said, trustee has said that she has to write letter every month. So she started as she reaches the college. So she wanted to write a letter to know about other person also. It seems queer to be writing letters to somebody you don't know. Children, suppose I will give you a letter writing. Okay, I will tell you to write a letter to some unknown person. So you will get confused what to write. Okay, so queer means strange. So she is saying that it is so strange to write letters to someone you don't know. To write a letter to a stranger. And it seems queer for me to be writing letters at all. Why? Because she is saying I have never written more than 3 or 4 in my life. So please overlook if it if these are not a model kind. See, children, she's saying that it is so strange to write letters, and especially for me. Why? Because children, we know that she is an orphan, she lives in an orphanage, and to whom she will write a letter? She doesn't have mother, father, brother, or sister, anyone to whom she will write a letter. So she is saying that in my whole life I have written only 3 4 letters. Maybe when she was in class 8 9 10, she was learning letter writing, then she has written. Okay, so she is saying please overlook it, means just ignore it if I do any mistake, and if these are not a model kind, means the perfect ones, please ignore it. Before leaving yesterday morning, Mrs. Lepet and I had a very serious talk. She told me how to behave all the rest of my life, and especially how to behave towards a kind gentleman who is doing so much for me. I must take care to be very respectful. Yes, children, very important thing is written here. If someone is doing something for you, very great thing, a very good help, so you should be grateful to that person for whole of your life, all the life. Okay, so when she was coming, Jerusha was coming, so Mrs. Leopard told her few things that she has to behave well all the rest of her life, and especially children, she has to be very respectful to this kind gentleman. Why kind? Because she has sent her to college to study. Children, education is so important for all of us. Okay, so obviously Jerusha was also happy going to college. New experience, everything is new. But how can one be very respectful to a person who wishes to be called John Smith? Why couldn't you have picked out a name with a little personality? I might as well write letters to dear hitching post or dear clothes prop, not crop. So, okay. So she is now making fun here. She is saying that how can we be respectful to the person whose name is Sir John Smith? It is just a simple name. Okay, and she's also asking that if you have to keep your name, you want to hide your name, so you should keep your names with some good personality. So name with a little personality means name that sounds grand. Okay, so she wants him to keep his name something. When we call the name, it will look like a means a person who has a very great personality, great name, like this. Okay, then she is giving suggestion also. What should I do? I might write to letters to dear hitching post or dear clothes prop. She is making fun like this. Now see, look at the picture. Daddy long legs. It is in her imagination, children. She doesn't know him. She has not seen him. She doesn't know who the person is. So it is in her imagination. Daddy long legs. A person with long legs. So she's saying, I have been thinking about you a great deal this summer. Having somebody take an interest in me after all these years makes me feel as though I had found a sort of family. So nice she has written, children. Again, I want to tell you, she is an orphan. She doesn't have mother, father, anyone. She doesn't have a family. But when they live together, all the children live together, that only becomes their family. But they also know the reality that family means mother, father, brother, sister, grandparents, uncle, aunt, like this. So she is saying that I have been thinking about you all this summer. That how someone can take interest in me after so many years. And I am feeling like that I have found a family, sort of family. Okay, and I must say, however, that when I think about you, my imagination has very little to work upon. Why, children? Very little imagination, because she doesn't know about that person. But there are just 3 things that I know. You are tall, you are rich, you hate girls. See, children, this is very important thing. What are the 3 things that she knows about Trusty? That he is tall, rich, and hates girl. Children, why it is written like this? He hates girls. Because Jerusha came to know about him that he has sent only boys till now to college, and she is the first girl to go in college. So Jerusha thinks like this, that maybe he hates girls, that is why he is not sending. I suppose I might call you dear Mr. Girl Hater. Only that's rather insulting to me. See, children, if she will call him girl hater, what will happen? It will be insult to her, to Jerusha, because she is also a girl. Oh dear rich Mr. Rich Man, but that's insulting to you. As though money were the only important thing about you. See, first he's thinking, should I call you Mr. Girl Hater? But that will be an insult to me. Then she's thinking, should I call you Mr. Rich Man? But again, that will be insulting to him. Why? Because rich man means what? He is very proud. Okay, that and he's very proud that he's rich man, and she will also insult him like money is the only important thing for him. Besides, maybe you won't stay rich all your life. Yes, it is the reality of life. Children, it is not important that if a person is rich today, tomorrow also he will be rich. Okay, so seeing that only, that it is not necessary that you will be rich all your life. But at least you will stay tall all your life. Yes, children see new three things. Tall, rich and hates girls. So she cannot call him girl hater. She cannot call him rich man. But children, if your height has increased, suppose you are 5 feet tall. So you cannot decrease your height because height increases with your age. It cannot decrease. This is the only thing which increase. Okay, but cannot decrease. So she is saying at least you will be tall all your life. So I have decided to call you Dear Daddy Long Legs. I hope you won't mind. It's just a private pet name. We won't tell Mrs. Lippet about. Private means secret here, children. Okay. So she has decided to give him a name. What is the name? Daddy Long Legs. And children, she is also saying that I hope you will not mind. You will not get angry on me for this name. And she is saying that this will be a secret pet name. We will not tell Mrs. Leppert about this. Why? Because when she was coming, Mrs. Leppert has told her that she has to be very respectful and behave well with John Smith. Means this trustee, because he has done so much about for this girl. And if Mrs. Leppert will get to know about this, that she is making fun of John Smith, then maybe she will scold her. The 10 o'clock bell is going to ring in 2 minutes. Our day is divided into sections by bells. We eat and sleep and study by bells. It's very enlivening. I feel like a fire horse all the time. There it goes. Lights out and good night. So children, see. 1 minute. So she is saying that we have to do our things with the help of bell. Like children, when you go to school, first period, first bell, second period, second bell, then lunch period, there is another bell, then departure time, another bell. So this happens in college also, hostel also. Okay, everything is reminded with the bells. Like suppose she has to eat, then there is one bell, then for eating, for studying, for assembly, everything. So she's saying it's very enlivening, means it is very refreshing for her because she had never had this experience before. Okay, and she's saying like that, I feel like a fire horse. What is the meaning of fire horse, children? Fire horse means a horse specially trained for howling a fire engine, means pulling a fire engine. So she is also feeling like that push. Okay, that someone has to push me for doing all the work. She's trained for that, with every bell she has to do something. And then it is time to go, it is time to sleep, so it's good night. So observe with what precision I obey rules due to my training in the John Grier home. So children, you know, when you are in hostel or the person who are in orphanage, in school, colleges, we have to follow some rules and regulations. So in orphanage also, that is John Grier home, she had the experience of this, to do all the things in time and to obey the rules. So she doesn't face any problem here. Now she writes, your most respectfully, Jerusha Abbott. And children, it is abridged from Jean Webster's Daddy Longlegs. It is a book, children. You can find it on the internet. You can read about this. Now let's read about the author. She is Jean Webster. She was born on 1876 and died on 1916. She was an American writer. She is best known for writing the book Daddy Longlegs and its sequel Dear Enemy. See children, what is the meaning of sequel? Means first one book has come, then the it is Dear Enemy is the continuation of the first book. Like children, there are sequels of movies also. When you see the first movie, then after few years the continuation of that movie comes. It means the sequel of that movie comes. So Dear Enemy is the sequel of Daddy Long Legs. Most of her books have a humorous yet gentle tone. They often have pleasant female characters with a sharp mind. So humorous means full of laughter. It's very funny. Okay, and you know the female characters play the main role. Like here, Jerusha Bott. She is the female character. So children, in my next video, I will explain you the book exercise. We can discuss the book exercise. That's all for today, children. Thank you.